Good evening, kindred and kind. Welcome back to Near Dark Society's Vampire the Masquerade V5, Chicago by Night, and more. Hellfire Chronicle. That's a mouthful. I don't think I'm going to say that every single time, but officially, welcome back, everyone. We are excited to be back. And this is the very first episode of our second Chronicle. Many of you may be returning fans. Some of you may be new. And either way, we'd like to welcome you back, or welcome you here for the first time. Now, before we get into tonight's game, I do want to say a few things. Most of the material that we use within our Chronicle is based out of the V5 canonical lore and the Homebrew lore that we used within our first Chronicle. So there is Homebrew stuff in here. You guys see things, you see us play a certain way, you see us make dice rolls in a certain way. Just remember that it is most likely Homebrew. If you have a question, feel free to leave a comment in the chat, or you can post a comment in the videos on YouTube as well. We get an excessive amount of comments about, hey, this roll is done this way. Hey, this roll is done that way. We're aware. So, without further ado, why don't we go around the table and introduce ourselves to some vampires for tonight, starting right over here.
Howdy, name's J.B. Reeves, Clan Banu Hakim.
Hello, my name is Luke Langley. I'm Clan Nosferatu.
Emilio Clark, Clan Ministry.
Renee, Clan Nakata.
And I'll be your ST, Quentin. So why don't we go ahead, sit down, turn the lights down low, and let's get ready to tell a vampire story.
Is it in the mood?
I would like to say that I would like the lights to be completely off, preferably.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware that you have certain needs that would require a low light.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but we make it work.
Now,
Make it work.
Our player audio is very low, chat said.
our player audio?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, Tech J, if you could please increase the volume. I don't know why we're low. We did a mic audio test.
We paid you 1 grain of rice. It better be working good. Tech J.
Do we have the pizza sharpener somewhere?
You say pizza sharpener?
I thought he said pizza shop.
Pizza sharpener?
Now, to get us in the setting, it is currently October 15th, 2022. 5 days from our current time in real life. None of you know each other very well. And the two of you that have had interactions with each other now has been brief, only for that of a few nights. But you all have something in common. You have sires. All of you were brought into this world of darkness by the kindred before you. There's a lot of baggage that can come with that, as some of you are already very well aware of. Now, although everyone here is released besides for one,
Is that what we mean?
your sires have decided to move, transport to Chicago. After all, word has been spreading around the world within the kindred community, whispered on the wind and ears, that Chicago has repelled First Light successfully. This is a shocking claim that Prince Kevin Jackson is, quite honestly, very, very quick to boast about. Now, with such a insurgence of kindred flocking to Chicago. There's been a new system in place. One that doesn't allow just any riffraff into the Camarilla. There's a entrance exam, a probation period of sorts. Thankfully, all of your sires know a particular individual within Chicago, a man by the name of Lars Ketch. Rather eccentric person, your sires have informed you, but owns a pizzeria and pub known as the Devil's Slice. You've made sure to make your way to Chicago on this night on time. And tonight you all arrive at the Devil's Slice. This is your first time being here. Some of you, first time ever being in Chicago, period. So with that, as the alley walls and the crowded parked streets in this suburban area of Chicago, the red taillights glow, coming to a stop. As you drive around and find adequate parking, you take a look at the neighborhood. It's not quite the safest looking neighborhood, but safety is not really a worry for your kind. You notice that as you place your eyes upon the Devil's Slice for the first time, its bright neon sign outside illuminates the sidewalk. You can see a set of apartment buildings, seems to be conjoined to the next of it. And on the second floor, you can see what looks like lights on. However, the pizzeria itself appears to be closed. The open sign's off. However, you see a man standing outside, rather tall, about 6 foot. Looks to be an athletic build. Greasy, stringy, long hair. Looks relatively gaunt, pale. Your average appearance that you would run across, particularly within your social club. Who would like to be the first to get out of your car?
Was this me?
And now you could have arrived by your own vehicle. I believe, Luke, you have your own vehicle, correct?
I do.
Who here else has their own vehicle?
I don't think I would have one yet.
So
Not yet,
the
not
rest
in
of you
Chicago.
could have arrived by some sort of transportation system, Uber.
Stagecoach.
Yeah.
Those are in Chicago.
You did head down to the Union Center and punch your ticket for your train. No, you. If you're not familiar with the technical sides of getting transportation like an Uber, I'm sure your sires probably arranged that for that before your arrival.
I know how to get an Uber.
I'm aware. Some of you, though, that may be a little bit more befuddling.
I would have rode the train, I think.
The L?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a train.
But when he's on it, it's the W, eh?
I would
I
have
know.
probably rode
When
the
you're
train
part of
too,
Hellfire,
being
it's a W, no matter what you do.
vehicular transport for myself.
Very well. All right. So, you arrive. Your sires are not here. This was kind of a thing where your sires gave you the location, told you where you had to meet up. They're not going to actually be here with you. But they, you were informed that they may be involved at a later time. Who would like to approach the Devil's Slice?
I'll go first.
Emilio.
Emilio's gonna approach first. Talking about myself in third person.
As Emilio approaches, you notice that the eyes of the individual waiting outside seems to be dragging a cigarette from their mouth. What's your name?
Emilio Clark or Adams. Sorry.
Cool. Supposed to be waiting for you. You say Clark or Adams?
Emilio Adams.
Oh, I thought you were
It was
going
a
to say
Freudian slip.
Amelia
I promise.
Clark. Was you related to Amelia Clark? Because if so, hit me up.
Yeah, I get that joke a lot.
Okay, so it's Adams then.
No, yeah, it's Adams. I'm joking.
Right. All right. Shouldn't there be more of you guys?
I'm sure they'll just arrive shortly. Do you mind if I make my way in?
We can wait out here. I'm sure Lars is probably still busy with shutting the place. He shut the place down for the night.
No.
We gotta get this meeting done, so
I mean, that makes sense. I completely understand.
No. Okay. You guys are there. You guys standing just across the street, or you guys want to walk up? What do you guys want to do?
I'd work my way up there.
All right. So JB, as you may approach, you notice that the individual turns and looks over towards you. Hey, you meeting here tonight?
That's right. Emilio.
Oh, you two know each other, huh?
Yeah, I'm familiar with JB a little bit. He's alright.
All right.
And you all, sir.
Once everyone gets here, I'll go ahead and introduce myself, so I don't have to say it more than once.
I'll walk up next.
Next, you see. And why don't you go ahead and once Luke arrives, assuming you're there.
I am.
Okay. Do you approach?
Sure, I thought she was going to do it first.
I want you guys to approach.
At the same time. All
And
right.
you guys can go ahead and describe your characters. So why don't you go ahead and describe Renee for us?
Renee is a rather gaunt, kind of sickly looking person. She has purple hair. Oh, you weren't waiting. You weren't ready for this, were you?
I forgot about this part.
Just make it up on the spot.
And she looks rather unnerving to most kind. Her presence.
Okay. And Emilio, could you go ahead and describe him for us?
It's pretty simple, really. You know, I got what I'm wearing right now. As a matter of fact, would be about what he'd be wearing then, too. You know, the one thing I never leave my house without, though, because I own a house. Remember that. It's my glasses.
Just not in Chicago.
Just not in Chicago.
Right.
I mean, simple, sun-bleached, light brown hair.
Okay.
You know, I don't dress too fancy. It's not my style.
And Luke. You describe Luke for us.
So Luke has, he's 6'1". I think 180 something.
Okay. Pretty athletic.
Oh, good. He's got a scar on his cheek, very beaten up face, swelling, an 8-ball fracture in his left eye. I believe that's about it.
So he just generally, his face looks like it's just a meatball.
It's definitely gone through
The ringer.
yeah.
Okay. And JB, can you describe JB for us?
Yeah, JB is 6'1.5".
It's taller than Luke, all right?
Yeah. Leo's son, Cancer Moon.
Wait, what?
He's dark complected, pretty handsome, but he's got a dark earness behind him.
Like in a gruff way.
Yeah.
He's got like a handsome gruff.
Yeah, like a handsome gruff.
Okay. All right.
I missed the memo though. We need to do our zodiac signs too. God damn it.
I'm Aquarius.
All right. Well, 4 of you were supposed to show up, so it looks like everyone's here. My name's Gable, by the way. I'm kind of like Lars' go-to guy, if that makes any sense. You know, I get a wits and awareness from everybody here.
First roll of the game.
That it is. Okay.
Same.
Are we all starting with 1 hunger?
Yes.
5 as well.
1.
With
Okay.
Oh no.
And this is what everyone's waiting for. Is what?
I got 2.
2.
Ooh,
Very well. Okay.
wow.
Maybe you broke your curse.
I never had a curse.
True, you are a new character.
Yes.
You just gotta remember like that, buddy.
Emilio and Renee, you kind of notice this quickly. Despite his complexion and his overall appearance of his face, you do notice that he does have a throbbing vein on the side of his forehead. And he is clearly breathing for air, not breathing to expel words. There's a way that you can definitely tell when a vampire talks, they breathe in air just to expel a word as opposed to a living creature. He's alive. Most likely a ghoul. As he turns, all right, well, let's go meet Lars.
Aren't there like telltale signs of ghouls that we could probably pick up on?
Yeah, there is.
If we wanted
if you
to.
spend enough time around them, you could pick up it. Usually, it's very similar to someone that's an addict. Usually, they'll show signs of dependency upon kindred blood. As Gable opens up the door, you guys walk into the Devil's Slice. It's a pretty open, looks like bar. There's a stocked shelf full of liquor. It is definitely not your high-class type of place. This is a very grungy, lots of stickers placed all over the wall. You can even see there's a little spot for a band venue, and there's a DJ booth in there as well. Clearly, this place definitely houses the goth, alternative, black metal, heavy metal scene type crowd within Chicago. You notice that Gable kind of spins around, looks at you guys. Give me a second. I'm going to go grab Lars. I don't know what he's doing. Turns and he runs back behind the counter, leaving the 4 of you by yourselves.
What's up with your eye?
Got punched very hard before I got turned.
Oh, so it's like stuck like that now?
He is.
That sucks.
I mean, I kind of understand his pain a little bit, to be completely honest.
What you got?
You
One
got
of
2.
those
Do you have 2 8-ball fractures?
I don't have 2 8-ball
What
fractures.
is an 8-ball fracture?
It is like a. It's this.
I know what it is. I've
I've had that
seen.
before.
It's like trauma to the eye. It makes the liquid just bleed out, right?
She put leeches on
Leashes.
it. Leeches.
Don't put leeches on it.
Why would I do that?
Leeches drain the. It's like that because there's too much blood up there. So you get the leeches that draw out all the toxins in the devil.
Are you telling me to put a leech in my eye? My eye.
Right there, right below.
Right below it.
Right below the eye.
To suck out the blood.
You're into that holistic
And-
medicine?
So hold on a
It's to
second,
get the
JB.
devil
JB,
And the, yeah,
you're gonna put leeches on his face
yeah.
to suck out
The,
the
devil,
blood.
The
devil?
Yeah, the devil spirits in his eyes, and the blood. It's tainted.
You know what?
That's what you got.
What'd you say your name was?
Why are we doing
this
this so early?
I can't do this right
now.
My name is Luke Langley. How about you?
Emilio Adams.
Emilio Adams.
Don't put leeches on your face.
Oh no, I wasn't planning to. Does it sound very comfortable?
You have a peculiar way of talking.
Same here.
That's what I'm saying. You.
I mean,
Are we just gonna skirt over the fact that he told you to suck the devil out of your eyeball with leeches?
Right. Now that you're turned, you probably won't do that. That's what they did to me. Back when when I had a similar circumstance.
Hear the door behind the bar open,
Why is he talking about his backstory right now?
and as he walks out, you see this individual approach, wearing what looks like a very, I'd say a cheap suit, kind of out of date, definitely out of date, something you would have worn more in like the 90s. He has a receding hairline, deep wrinkles. The one thing you notice, though, is the massive dark rings around his eyes, and he has this uncomfortable smile sort of plastered across his face. Hi, hello. My name is Lars. Welcome. I'm excited for you to be here in Chicago. You all, I'm assuming that you must be Renee, and I know you. Luke, I've seen you on TV, and JB,
That's right.
and Emilio, right?
Correct.
All right. Again, my name is Lars. You can call me Uncle Lars. I own this place. Do you know what we're doing tonight? I'm assuming your
Meeting.
size. Yes. I'm going to be taking you to the Art Institute so that you may meet with the prince.
Already?
Of course, you're new to the city. You must introduce yourself. And I believe they're also going to be having you do the first, what do you call that? Probation review. Yeah. So, do you all like Chicago?
It takes a lot to make Renee uncomfortable, and she's a little uncomfortable right now.
He's fine.
Do you think I could get your autograph sometime?
Sure.
I love watching you play. Very exciting.
Thank you.
You're very assertive in the rink.
I'm sorry.
am-
Are you famous or something?
I am a hockey player.
Oh.
Was a hockey player. You just retired.
Yes. After I was turned, I have to can't really be out.
Wait, are you a baby?
No, I'm like 26. I'm 26.
I mean, kindred time.
I guess compared to some, I might be very young.
How young is young? How old are you?
About a year.
You returned it a year ago.
Oh my. Hopefully you don't get into trouble. Otherwise I will break your legs and lock you in a cellar for days
sounds
without blood
terrible.
or comfort.
I
Okay.
like him.
I am now comfortable too.
Gabe? Here's Gabe sitting behind the bar. Man, I cannot believe you closed the bar tonight for this. What do you need, Lars? I would like you to go ahead and take them down to the PMS Art Institute, and I will have to go take care of that problem that we had earlier last night. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, if you guys want to come follow me, Lars has got stuff to deal with, and then, oh, and one more thing, before I forget, it's just going to bug me. That insufferable fat pig Ballad is trying to sweep this location out from under my feet. I don't want that to happen. Fortunately, we can keep him off, but we are a little bit behind on the rent for the building. So if you could acquire some money, then we could take care of that. Lars, I thought you were like loaded. Like, oh yes, it's more of like a
Should we be here for this conversation?
Oh no, it's fine. You will all be
This
part
seems really
of this
personal.
very, very soon. Don't worry about it. Now, as I was saying, Ballad wants to take my property. I'm not going to let that happen. Just round up about 5,000, and then we can talk about dealing with that problem further later. You all have a good time speaking with Miss Jackson, tell me all about this when you get back.
Right.
Okay. Gable looks through you guys. All right, well, if you guys are ready, I'm assuming you guys have nothing else you need to do, so let's just hurry up and get this over with.
No, I'm gonna get away from the guy with the hammer swinging it around. I don't really want to be around that.
He does that. He likes his hammer. Just.
I can tell. He likes the hammer a little bit too much. The way you swing that around.
All right. Lars, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take the big van. That way they can all fit in the back. Oh yes, that's fine. We have no deliveries tonight, so go ahead. Follow me.
All right.
All right, let's get this over with.
Hey, is he gonna be okay by himself? He kind of seems a little
On edge.
masquerade breachy.
That's
you know?
just Lars. He's eccentric. He's very I'll describe it more in the car. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You follow Gable. Gable takes you guys out to the back alley, and you can see there's like a white storage van.
Saddlebag.
What?
What?
Saddlebag, that's what you call so you can sit in the front.
You mean shotgun?
Ah, yeah. You know, saddlebag made more sense.
You know, since we're getting to know each other, how old are you?
Yeah, bro.
I understood that.
I can actually talk about that a little bit. JB and I go back a little bit.
Yeah.
Back enough, as it were.
What is in? How old are you?
I mean, I didn't know him when he was not
No.
him. You know what I mean?
Looking like from the cut of where y'all seem to be trimmed from, I don't think any of you are from my era.
Yeah, it's been a while for me.
You guys are really open about your age and stuff.
How old are you?
Here's a normal response you'll usually get. None of your fucking business.
Yeah.
So pretty old to be that.
Or how would you know anything about normal conversation with us? Your kind.
Listen, sometimes Lars will have me help out with some of his political business stuff. I hear things from time to time, It's just something you pick up on, I guess.
Do the political businesses deal with that hammer by chance?
Sometimes.
Interesting.
Usually negotiations.
I can imagine.
No. None of that tonight, hopefully. I don't know. I'm just going to wait out in the van for you guys, and then once you guys are done, we'll bring you guys back. You guys are going to be staying here at the Devil's Slice anyways. There's apartments right next door. So.
We're staying at the bar?
Well, next to the bar. Not in the bar, but, you get what I'm saying.
Do we have a choice in this?
No,
or
you
is
don't.
it... Oh, okay. Been a
Yeah,
long
how's
time
that work, like, money-wise? Because it sounds like you guys are struggling.
Yeah, that's what's really weird is Lars has got money, so I don't know why he needs me to go get money.
We're not going to get roped up into that, are we?
No, not at all.
That means yes. Yes, we are.
Absolutely not at all. I'm a professional, trust me.
Professional what?
I don't
Money
know.
getter?
That's the title, you can give it to me.
Yeah.
With a short drive, you guys make your way to the downtown area. Here you find the Art Institute. Seems like there's a private art sort of showing going on. Gable looks towards you guys. All right, I'll go talk to the guy. They're expecting you guys, so we shouldn't have a problem getting in. All right? He gets out. Gable runs over and you see him talk to the appears to be like it's not really like a guard, but like security, building security. Standing outside, he speaks to him. They kind of nod. He comes back over. Goes, "All right, you guys are good to go in. Upstairs, second floor, conference room 2.
All
Easy
right.
enough.
I'll be waiting outside.
I get out and I head in.
Just make sure you come out this front door. You'll see me.
Right.
Probably smell you too, to be honest.
Okay?
And
It was a joke.
It does kind of
It's-
look like you haven't showered in a while.
I shower?
Your hair's kind of greasy.
Oh, insulting people on the first night they meet
Are
them.
we supposed to shower?
We don't need to. They need to.
Oh.
But he doesn't. Is it because you're sick?
You guys don't want to keep him waiting.
Oh, okay. We'll revisit this.
I think he might be sick.
He looks sick. All right, I'm giving out
He
the card.
smells sick.
So geht's out of the car.
Yeah, look it up.
I also.
We just
get
walk.
out.
We can just walk in.
Yep.
All right, walk in and go to the
You guys walk in. There's a set of stairs on the
conference
left and right.
Room
2.
2. Yes.
You guys head up the stairs, and you guys make your way to the conference room. As soon as you open it up, there appears to be 2 individuals sitting in there. One of them appears to be a taller black male with no hair, clean shaven, wearing a white suit. Turns around and has this blue undershirt with a silver tie, and you can see a red little handkerchief coming out of our pocket square, coming out of his breast pocket. He looks over towards you. My, oh my. You must be the new kindred here in Chicago. I'd like to formally welcome you to the great city of Chicago. I hope your travel was not an inconvenience for you.
Not even a little bit.
Excellent. I love to hear that. Now, I don't like to be the type of person that cuts straight to business, but I'm very busy. I have a lot of things to attend to, so I'd like to get this over as quickly as possible. The 4 of you are going to be part of our probationary period, which means that for a little bit you're going to be under a little bit of a microscope, ensure that you're a proper fit for Chicago. I hope you understand.
Of course.
There's a lot of kindred that want to make a permanent residency here now, and we can't just let anyone in. After all, Chicago is quickly becoming the cream of the crop. As much as LA would like to boast that for themselves, unfortunately, they're still dealing with their anarch issues and every other thing else under the moon. Now, I am Prince Kevin Jackson. Formally, it's nice to meet you. Your name?
J.B. Reeves, sir.
JB.
J.B.
A strong name. You?
Luke Langley.
Luke Langley.
Pleasure to meet you,
That's
Prince
right.
Kevin.
Up and coming MVP from Ontario. Well, was. I hear you retired.
I've retired, yes, but not from the scene, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I'm very well aware. I hear that there's quite a rave going around about you possibly doing coaching here in Chicago.
Is a possibility.
Possibility. Oh, sounds awful lot like you have arranged this pre-hand.
Well, I figured I would have some type of means of income when I came here.
Absolutely, absolutely. You want to make sure you're well off when the time comes. Which brings me to my point. As of today, your first day here in Chicago, you have 3 months. And then Luke Langley will be dead. You understand me?
Only 3 months.
You have 3 months. I'm not dealing with another Memphis situation.
Who's this,
What's
Memphis?
that?
A kindred that is not in Chicago at the moment, but has been a problem for many years now. And all because he refused to release his stardom. So I am not going to allow that to continue.
I've never quite understand the want to be famous anyway.
Is a matter for
Is that going to be a problem, Luke?
no, it shouldn't be a problem. Just have to accelerate my plans a little bit faster.
Beautiful. I'd love to hear it. Your name?
Emilio Adams. sir.
Emilio.
Yeah.
What brings you to Chicago?
I just heard that there were some opportunities here that maybe would be beneficial to me.
I like a man who wants opportunities. And finally,
Renee.
Renee. And I believe you two are part of a rather peculiar or sort of clans that are a little bit outside of the loop. Not really within the circle. You see, a lot of scrutiny has been put on me over the last few years, letting the Lasombra come into the fold. Well, now with the Hecata, a lot of Hecata members want to join the Camarilla as well. It's a slow process. The Hecata are not officially part of the Camarilla, and your clan as well is not officially part of the Camarilla.
Yet, I would like to believe, sir.
We'll get to that. But for right now, welcome to Chicago. You have a great night. I'll leave you with the Bruja Probation. His name? Well, you know what? I'll let you introduce yourself. Yes, you can call me Critias. Thank you, Kevin. It was splendid. I was the one that sent you all the letters, the ones that asked you to take a simple survey, so this is by no means a way to dig or pry into your privacy. This is more of a way to understand you on a more personal level, if that makes any sense.
We're willing to do what we have to. We don't need explanation.
Great. Well, it sounds like you're all set. Critias, you enjoy yourself, and 4 of you as well. As Kevin, Prince Jackson, turns and takes his leave. Critias then turns and looks towards the rest of you. So, who would like to go first?
Why not?
Renee, would the 3 of you please wait in the room next to you? That way Renee and I may discuss things. You see, he pulls out what looks like a little mini recorder and sets it down. All right.
Recorded sessions, huh?
Oh, this is just simply to make sure that there's no discrepancies within your stories. You have to understand that there is a little bit of a security risk of letting just anyone come into Chicago. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I understand.
Great, great. Splendid. Now, first off, let me just pull up your file here.
I have a file.
Well, what you sent me. I wouldn't consider it anything, serious. Just a simple, what you would call a, questionnaire. Now, for question number 1, asked where you were from, and you said St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
Is that where you were born or where you were raised?
I was born there.
Did you like it?
I did. I ended up going back after a short time, moving to a place with my aunt and uncle out of the city.
Aunt and uncle didn't live with your parents?
I did until I was about 12. They died.
My condolences.
That's fine. I moved to Arkansas.
And your aunt and uncle? Your relationship with them?
Aside from them being my aunt and uncle?
So I would assume probably not the greatest.
They didn't really want kids, so I wasn't really something they were welcoming of. I just kind of did it because I felt like they had to, otherwise I'd go to an orphanage.
All right, moving right along to your next question here. Why is Chicago right for you? And you said no one will make eye contact with you on the streets. No one will talk to you. I hate talking to people. The nightlife is a plus, I guess. So you're more of a people watcher.
You can say that.
Sort of like to be on the outside looking in as opposed to being in the center of all of it.
Sure.
There is a little bit of respect amongst that. I can view it. And often is a sign of intelligence or someone who has experienced trauma.
Yep.
And for question 3 is, what level of responsibility are you willing to take for our social club here in Chicago? And you stated whatever is necessary within reason as someone new to the city, which is a perfect response. You kept your boundaries and stated that it was within reason. You're not a slave here. Do not ever feel that there is a forced bondage of servitude. So I can respect that as well. And question 4, what changes would you like to see within our social club? I have not had enough interactions to form an opinion. I could see that as well. Your clan has been on the outside, not really looking to dabble within the politics of it all. Well, Renee, I would say that just from this meeting, you fit the profile of many kindred that come to this city. But you have one advantage over many other. Your unique disposition within your clan. I hear you're quite skilled at your particular disciplines.
I suppose.
Very well. Thank you, Renee. You may go and wait in the other room and send whoever else would wish to come in next.
I'll leave. Next.
You know what? I'll go in.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna walk in.
Sitting out here in silence all the time.
No.
As I'm walking in, yes, that's exactly what we were doing.
Perfect. Let's keep that going.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good too.
I'm sure she'll open up.
Don't need to.
Emilio walks in.
Yep, I walk in. Closing the door behind me. I assume there's a door to close.
Please, have a seat.
I sit down.
I am actually here to tell you that you're the one I was looking forward to meeting the most.
Oh, I should have gone first then. Oh, I appreciate that.
A worldly man.
I try to be. Something like that, you know.
Now, under normal circumstances, I believe that the information that I have on you is damning to your position here within Chicago.
Probably.
I would assume that is correct, Lucius.
I suppose you've done your research then?
I am a very studied man, as you are.
Then you know that I appreciate that. Good yes.
I believe we first crossed paths in Tibet. During that time, I don't believe you were quite embraced at the time, but I do remember meeting you. It's very hard for me to forget a face. The passion I felt off of you, the vigor, the lust for a discovery was almost intoxicating. Because of that, I can only imagine that you are using another guise of another kindred within the ministry because you wish to discover something here in Chicago. Explain to me and tell me before we continue on with this questionnaire on why I shouldn't tell Kevin that you are pretending to be another kindred.
See, that's the tricky part, isn't it? I mean, all of us, as we are, including yourself, Krios, we all have our reasons for doing stuff. And I'm not here maliciously. After that, I can promise you that.
There's not really a confirmed way to prove that. After all, we are all creatures that many of us commit murder on a regular occasion simply to exist.
Fair point. I mean, that same passion, that same vigor.
Would it have something to do with your blood's brother here in Chicago? Aluk?
And if it did?
I would imagine that would cause some sort of trouble within the ministry. I will tell you this, Aluk is a good kindred. In fact, he has been impressing people on a regular basis. This entire art gallery, this event is being held by him tonight. A host of hosts, you could call him.
It's a mighty coincidence that I'm here then, I guess.
To be quite frank with you, I'm not even going to bother with your question now.
In a good or bad way?
In a good way. Tell me, Emilio. How do you feel about the ministry?
That's a bit of a loaded question, isn't it? You know, Andreas, I always felt like there was more, you know? That same passion, as a matter of fact, was the whole reason why I ended up in this situation in the first place. There was always something more. Andreas never let me really figure out that more, so I took it upon myself to figure out my more. You know, whether the ministry is a part of that, I just am what I am, you know? A man looking for more.
Perhaps we could spend some more personal time on another occasion. I prefer to talk to worldly men. Now, Emilio, I will keep your identity a secret for now, but I will inform you that the reason why Kevin wants you in Chicago, specifically why you were chosen over the rest of Kindred that have sent in applications.
I didn't even know Kevin even knew who I was.
Kevin doesn't know who you are. They sent an application to Emilio. How you got that application, I am not going to ask.
We've already discussed that in this meeting right here.
We have. Marcel is becoming a problem. And Kevin believes that he is trying to do what the ministry does best and become its house of serpents.
That sounds on brand.
How would you feel about being the serpent within the Camarilla? A snake that's willing to turn back and bite its tail.
I believe that clan already exists, doesn't it?
That it does. But if we're going to speak in metaphors here, I wish we could continue the thought-provoking conversation. Does that sound reasonable?
Sounds reasonable to me. I appreciate your time.
It was a nice meeting you again, Emilio. Let me
Nice.
send your next companion in.
Alright. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna reach out to shake his hand.
He'll shake your hand as well.
And I'm gonna go out. Next.
I think I'll take this one.
By all means.
How'd it go?
Krios is a good man. He knows his stuff. Keep that in mind.
I think he has the least to worry about, and he's the newest.
I hope so.
Ignorance is bliss.
It really is. I told you she would open up.
It's not opening up. It's stating a fact.
You enter in?
I go in.
As you enter in, you can see Critios kind of...
Are you all right?
Oh, please sit down. Apologies if the new age meditative music is a little bit unnerving to you. It's not meant to be. I'm trying to work on a more personal temperamental problem that I've been having.
Why is that?
I just, all men have struggles within their life, or in this case, unlife. It could be problems with addiction, that of the flesh, that of poison. I myself struggle with things just as other men struggle. Mine, poison, is my temper. Please sit down. What's your poison?
My poison.
Yes, we all have things we struggle with.
I do like to dabble in the gambling.
Ah, honesty. That's good. I had some background checks ran on you and saw that you have quite a large amount of debt. All because of wagers you placed on games that you played in, which is highly illegal. I'm sure you're aware of.
Well, sometimes it doesn't go according to plan.
You mean you lose on purpose?
Sometimes it doesn't even work like that.
Well, why don't we begin with your questionnaire?
All right.
Question 1 was, where are you from? And you answered, from Quebec, Canada.
This is true. I was born and raised there.
Why leave your country?
Business opportunities, which are now kind of moot.
So you don't have a reason to stay in Chicago?
Well, now I do. I have a kindred. I cannot go home. I mean, I came from there, but I can't.
You prefer to stay away from living relatives?
Correct.
Those who will... It must be quite hard for someone like you, at the cusp of stardom, to have it all be taken away from you.
This is very unfortunate.
How are you coping with that?
Not very well.
Would you like to talk about it?
What's there to talk about?
How does it make you feel?
Kind of shitty. If I'm to be honest.
I would assume you have a lot of resentment then for your sire.
I do. She is very creepy and crazy.
Let's see here. Her name is Brittany, yes?
This is correct. She is a nightmare, I tell you.
Yes, I've also done my research on your sire as well. What we would like to call her in some more older terms would be a Cleopatra. Chose you specifically for your fame. Now,
Kind of short end of the stick, if you ask me.
you said your second question was why is Chicago right for you? And you said it has a pretty solid hockey scene, known?
Yes.
I was coming here on minor contract to play with the Blackbirds.
Yes.
That was prior, before your embrace?
Yes.
So Chicago does sort of align with your
A little bit, yes.
mask.
Yes.
Okay, understandable. Question 3 is, what level of responsibility are you willing to take for our social club? And you said, I hear the higher-ups of the social club might have some disdain for those of us I'd call brother. Hope I can ease some of that tension while seeing to some of my own affairs.
This is true.
What do you mean by brothers?
Nosferatu.
Ah, so you've already sort of bonded to your clanship.
A little bit. I've only learned a little bit of each clan, really.
So as for someone who resents their sire so greatly, it's odd that you would have such admiration for other Nosferatu.
None of them are as creepy and as shitty as my sire. I promise.
And how is your relationship with your sire currently?
Right now, I'm just glad to be away from her.
Understandable. All right. And finally, your last question here is, what changes would you like to see in our social club? Which you responded with quite a lengthy response here. Cell phone use exclamation. I mean, come on, exclamation. It's 2022, people, exclamation. How do you expect to stand out without any online social presence? Question mark, exclamation.
That's what I'm saying.
And why? Question mark, exclamation. Because of a breach in security? Quotation. Leaks? Question mark. Just remake the network stronger! Exclamation.
Makes sense.
When the opposing team hits the net to make a score 1-2 in the playoffs, you don't stop playing the game, do you? Question mark. No! Exclamation. You defend stronger and attack swiftly! Exclamation. I don't know this shit. Seems mad dumb. Cell phones.
I don't understand it. I think this is bullshit.
And how would you go about making this stronger? Obviously, what changes would you like to see in the social club? And this is a problem. What I've noticed when it comes to a lot of kindred, when you ask for their input, is they want a fix. They don't ever say the solution. Now, what would you suppose a solution to that type of thing be?
Oh, better security, right?
How would you get that?
Well, some people maybe are more skilled than me with...
So we just head out there and start embracing all the NSA employees, yes?
I never said that.
Well,
I'm just saying...
you have to understand, Luke, that we are living now in a society where there is a complete shadow existence of our entire culture. One slip-up, one absolute breach. And it could be a repeat of places all over the world.
I understand. This deal. I think that must understand that I am just freshly made.
I hold no ill will towards you, and I understand that it is quite a troubling thing to think, oh, no cell phone for a young one like yourself. But know this, currently as we see within the Camarilla, there is no cell phone usage allowed by any kindred outside of a position status within the Camarilla. So, I will tell you this now. While you are on probationary period, if you are found with a cell phone, using a cell phone, even if it is not your own, well, Kevin is very adamant on relocating those kindred.
I don't even own a cell phone anymore.
That is good.
Crazy
That is good.
sire broke it.
Now, could you please go get your companion, JB?
I sure can.
Thank you. Thank you, Luke.
I'll leave. JB, I think it's your turn.
That time. I'll make my way in there.
JB, right?
Yeah.
Your last name was it
Reeves.
Reeves?
Reeves,
JB
yes,
Reeves. Very
Creepy
well.
House, am I correct?
That is my name. Thank you.
All right.
Now, JB, I sent you a Q&A to fill out. You're the only one within the group that didn't send it to me. Now, was the questions too complicated, or was it just...
I didn't have anyone to transcribe the words to me so I could respond, so...
Can you read?
I can make out. I know how to get along just fine. I just found it an extracurricular that I never made time for.
All right. Well, JB, why? How long have you been awake?
I've been reawoken since 1985. I believe that was the year that I came out of torpor.
And it is, from what I have, according to your sire, you were torped for over 100 years?
Yep, yeah.
That has to have been a culture shock. You went from no electricity and stagecoaches to a flock of seagulls and leopard tights.
It was loud.
Yes, the world is very loud now, and this is coming from a kindred who understands that there's transitions of eras and times and a swelling amount of just culture that can be absorbed throughout these eras, and the 80s would be probably the worst era to come back into.
I've spent the last 40 years slowly introducing myself into more culture, but
JB, I would like to meet with you again on a later date. Now understanding your situation a little bit more, I think I can understand. First things first is I'm going to teach you how to read. Okay. So, we are going to set up meetings, tutoring. I should have you being able to learn words and being able to read by the end of the year. We can keep this all. We can keep this all a little secret.
I don't see the point, but
Well, it's
I will
gonna
make
be.
the concession
It
for
will be odd if you're ever asked to read something and you can't do that.
I've always found a way out.
Okay, all right. Well, JB, it was lovely meeting you. Thank you so much for coming in here. Could you go ahead and grab everyone else, and let's go ahead and give a little wrap up here, and then you'll be on your way.
Yep. I'll get up. He's all ready for us.
That was quick.
Yep.
Didn't talk to you much, did he?
Nope.
You don't talk much, do you?
No.
Fun. I'll walk in.
You walk in. All right. As you walk in, Luke and Renee also walk in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As everyone returns in. All right. Well, everyone, your Q&As went splendidly. As of right now, I don't see any other reason to cause an issue. So, for the time being, I want to lay out some ground rules for you. 1, JB, I will be in contact with you at some point in the future. And as far as your living situation, your haven situation, currently you are not accepted or have permanent residency here in Chicago. So you'll be staying at what's known as a foster haven, which would be provided by Lars Ketch. I believe you probably met him earlier tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Splendid. You will then be staying with him. Under no circumstances are you allowed to stay anywhere else within the city. Do not move or change location to even if it is a resident kindred. Please keep that in mind. And you'll be hearing word from, most likely, someone will give you more information upon the topics we talked about earlier.
And what's the next step before we can get residency?
Well, the probation period is 6 months. So, After the 6 months period, within that 6-month period, we will have certain jobs or tasks that we will want you to perform and be available for. At this point, consider yourself on call and at the disposal of the Camarilla.
Understood.
So, it's a pleasure meeting you all tonight. Till next time, enjoy your night. Gradios grabs his, all of his portfolios. You see him set them into his kind of leather carrier, and he puts it into his bag and clamps it up. You see him walk out.
Are we like a thing now? So we all right?
I worked with the team once,
Just once?
a few times.
What kind of team?
Maybe your team like this.
Was it like a, what was they called them? A posse?
You could call it that.
And how about you? You are a lovely creature of the night. I know a little bit of.
I know you're new and everything, but don't call people that.
Oh,
I want him to call more people that. I think it'd be funny.
All right.
well, I know a little bit about your clan. Is there a particular family member or family you come from?
That's a bit forward. I take it back.
Why do you know about my clan already?
I just know a little bit.
Her clan was never stated. Anything in front
Oh,
of
I thought it was.
Was it? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Was it
either.
not? My apologies.
I don't think any of us talked about our clans yet.
I did. Oops.
They can also kind of look at you and guess your clan too.
What the fuck does that mean?
Your face looks like it was like
Oh,
put
I
through a
got
blender.
it. I can only assume you're a Nos.
Yes, this is true.
Well, how about we wait until we're back in the car before we start talking about all that?
Sure. Apologies, I did not mean to intrude or assume.
We head out the front door.
All right. As you guys make your way out the front door, you can see the van is parked across the street, and you see that Gable's sitting in the driver's seat. The moment he sees you guys, he starts up the van. You guys all pile in.
Do?
All right. As you pile in, so how'd that go?
Fine.
About as well as it could.
Excellent.
Gable.
Well, I'm going to take you guys back to Double Slice. You guys can get familiarized with your whole living situation, and then we got to meet at the church tonight. So,
Oh, we're going to a church.
well, you know, stuff we got to talk about. But
Interesting.
besides for that, everything else is pretty laid back. So, you guys need to stop anywhere? Need anything before we get back to the...
Sounds like we can't really stop anywhere.
I think it was a trick question.
Wait, we can't stop nowhere?
Just the way Critios was wording things kind of seems like we're stuck to the one area with Lars.
Ah, right. I think the way Lars described it, as long as you guys stay at the pub at night or during the day, then you guys are good. I don't think you guys have any restrictions on where you can and can't go in the city. So,
What was y'all opinion? What read y'all get from that Curtios fella?
That's an odd question. Did you get like a bad reading from him, or?
I didn't get any read, which is strange, because I always get a read.
Is that a play? What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused too, man. What do you mean?
Most people give off I don't know, feeling you can judge.
He seems very old.
That's presumptuous.
I mean, he was.
Do I seem old?
I haven't really spoken with you enough to really get that vibe.
all right. Well, I'm gonna start heading to the pub, and you notice he steps on the gas and starts moving.
Sorry, I forgot you were here. Intentionally, mind you.
What
Oh,
is-
intentionally.
I'm really interested in this whole read on people thing. What's your read on? You get a read on me.
Let's just move past the point then.
Were you saying like you're a psychic or something?
Not a psychic, no.
Oh,
But
I've never seen a psychic wear a cowboy hat before.
I've seen plenty.
I'm an ambition compass,
Where at?
and I can sense
The internet.
Oh,
sense that kind of stuff. It's a feeling you get in your gut.
You say you're a compass?
An ambition compass.
Ambition compass. Can't say I've heard of that.
how do you know? What's my ambition then?
You seem lost.
It's the sunglasses.
Yeah, I wear
Not
it for
according
my
to
sake.
gut.
What?
Not according to my gut. Yeah, I don't think it's just sunglasses.
JB,
Yeah?
no.
Alright. I'm into a fan.
How do you guys know each other anyway?
Yep. We
Exes? This is a sore topic.
Emilio has helped me out of a predicament, and I'm grateful for that. And for that, I return my camaraderie.
What was the predicament?
Get this. This man was torped for like 150 years.
You were what?
It's a little bit more than a predicament, I assure you.
These are-
Situations had arose that left me in a state of
Disrepair.
yes until
Yeah.
And then you repaired him.
Oh, no, God, no. I didn't do that. I just...
How did you just happen
It's like
upon him, or?
it's complicated.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
All right.
Typically, I have answers, but, yeah, that one's a bit complicated right now.
Say no more.
And you guys make your way back to the Devil's Slice. As you do, you can see that the lights are on downstairs, and you see that as soon as the van pulls up, Gable kind of looks over. Oh, Lars is already done. Good. Cool. All right, you guys go ahead and hop out, and then you're coming with me.
Okay.
Why is he going with you?
Just in case, I guess. I don't know. You guys go ahead and head inside. You
In
can
case what?
Talk to Lars. Nabi should be inside too. If you guys see her, I think she probably is closing up her shop by now.
In case what?
Just as like a lookout. He's really not going to do anything. You look like you're used to doing work.
That'd be correct.
All right, then good. You're coming with me then.
What if I wanted to go with you?
I'll bring you next time. Just get out of the car.
I won't be here next time. We're there. Gable.
I'm confused here. Why?
I'm messing with you. Don't worry. I'm messing with you.
Okay, because you're getting like weirdly hostile.
You'll learn to know my sarcasm eventually.
That's sarcasm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get out the car.
Don't look at me, I get out of the car.
So as Renee, Emilio, and Luke get out of the car. Do you guys head inside? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Gable and JB drive away. So, you're good at doing work, right?
Most cons, yes.
What type of stuff have you done? Give me a rundown.
I'm good at eliminating problems.
You kill people? Is that what you're trying to say? We're in a car by ourselves. I don't give a shit. What are you good at?
As you said, I'm good at killing.
All right. Not gonna need you to kill. How good are your eyes?
They're known to be good.
They're known to be good? What the fuck does that mean?
That means
Who knows them to be good?
you give me something, I don't know. 200 yards away, I'll pick a flea off its back. Rifle.
With a,
50 yards, I'll do it with a pistol.
you got a rifle?
Not on me.
But it's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? If you don't have a rifle, do you have a gun on you?
If you can shoot a flea off a person's back, you got good eyes.
Yeah, I guess that. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. How do you know you hit the flea?
Not there no more.
I guess with that fucking logic, I can't argue that, right? Okay, so there's a 24-hour bank. We're gonna head there. I'm just gonna go withdraw the money. You just need to watch me. It's a lot of money I'm gonna be carrying, so we don't, in case we get jumped or something.
All right.
You good?
And if a problem arises, you need me to eliminate that problem?
Yeah, I'll let you know if we need to eliminate a problem. Are you packing? Do you have a gun?
You can count on old JB.
Why are you talking in fucking cryptic messages?
It's just how I know to make conversation.
Okay, all right. Well, you notice that he opens up his leather jacket. You see him pull out what looks like a pretty disgusting looking trench knife. I've got something too, so, shit goes wrong.
Perfect.
Good. I don't really like to do the whole gun thing. Mainly
Glad to
because,
be close.
well, no, it's a bitch in Chicago to get anywhere with all the metal detectors. Pats on his knife. Neoprene polyplastic blade.
That's his name?
No, it's what it's made of. It's a blade's made out of like a dense fiberglass.
I don't know how good a glass knife will do in a fight. You're the one carrying it, not me.
All right. This isn't a problem. You pull up to a bank and he parks the car. It's not like a 24-hour. It's actually like a staffed bank. You can see that there's still like security guards, armed guards standing there on the inside of the lobby. There's people sitting on their desk. It looks like it probably closes somewhere around 10 o'clock, it looks like, as you approach. All right, you're going to come in with me. Just wait in the lobby for me. Just keep your eyes peeled, okay?
Yeah, I can do that.
You walk inside. Notice that Gable walks straight to the line. There's one person ahead of him. Gable looks over towards you. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Let's keep him, low profile.
Right. Yeah, why don't you just go sit over there and wait for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
So you sit down and you're sitting right next to what looks like the lobby manager or lobby secretary. Gable passes you. Person in front of him gets done with their wait. He's the next one in line. You then watch him walk up. Yes, he walks up. Scene kind of cuts over onto him. Hi, I'd like to make a withdrawal. She goes, yes, your name? Patrick. Yeah. He pulls out a manila envelope, sets it down. Was it Laura? Is that your name? Yes. My friend behind me has a gun in his pants. If I even remotely back up from this, he's gonna pull out that gun and shoot that lovely assistant in the head. I want you to put as many bills as you possibly can in this envelope. I don't want any paint packs. I don't want any dummy bills. And I sure as fuck don't want to be followed. Could you please do that for me, Laura? You watch as she pulls it, opens it up. No bills from the bottom, please. starts putting stacks and stacks and stacks of bills into the manila envelope. It's your first time being robbed? As she looks up, he's like, "You're doing a good job. Great job. Just try to not look so scared, like you're getting robbed." She seals it up, hands it over. "Right, thank you. You have a great night." As he turns and walks, starts walking away. Get up and walk out.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk out of the bank, as soon as he picks up his pace and quickly gets up into the door, and you watch as he's moving kind of quick. "Right, JB, come on, let's go." You watch as he puts the card reverse and backs up, and you watch as the van whips out of there.
It's
A van whip.
it's quite a bit different than I've seen in the stories.
As he hands that over.
It's just,
You want to count that? Make sure there's at least 5K in there.
yeah.
Oh no.
JB starts driving. Or Gable starts driving with JB counting. Yeah, counting. Can you count?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
I can count. I said I can't read what's on it.
Oh my god.
The numbers?
No, I can read. I know numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know most numbers.
There's not that many.
Sometimes they get they throw 3 at you.
So, as Gable drives, you notice that he drives into a storage unit. And as he brings his other car up, this place is kind of like a chop shop place. It's kind of a front.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna bring the van in. They're gonna give us another van, different place, different registry, all that shit. Throw them off our trail.
Surprised law enforcement of the area weren't alerted or tailing us by any means.
See, I found that when you do this, the more polite you are, the longer it takes them to get over the fact that they were robbed.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
By this point, I'm sure there's probably a bolo on the vehicle at both of our descriptions. But you know what? It's not my first rodeo. Judging from the way you look, definitely not your first either.
Yeah. I've rodeoed.
You've rodeoed?
Yeah.
Like, you mean that by robbing banks, or you mean that as in like you've been in an actual rodeo?
Yeah. Little this, little that.
You don't talk a lot, do you?
I talk when it's necessary to talk.
All right. You see, he gets out of the car. You watch as someone walks up. "Hey, this one's hot. We're gonna need another one if you want to pull it out, and then we'll take it off your hands." This looks towards you guys. That's the third one this month. How many times you guys gonna bring in hot cars? Hey, I just do what Lars tells me to do. Come on, hurry this up. Watch as the guy gets in the car, drives it, brings back. Car looks almost identical. He hops in. "All right, let's get back to the pub." And as they drive back to the pub, we're going to move over back to the pizzeria.
So, what's up with the glasses inside?
The lights typically hurt my eyes a little bit more than a lot of other things, you know?
No.
Yeah, I'm a light sensitive.
Oh, aren't we all?
Yeah. See? Again, we're getting there. Blackbird. I don't know your
Hear
name.
the sound of footsteps coming up the stairs.
So that is Luke.
Luke?
You hear a door open, and you can see it appears to be a door that leads down into the basement. And you notice Lars comes up. His blazer is taken off. His upper buttons are undone. His tie is loose. There's blood all over his face and on his shirt. And the hammer is just soaked in what looks like bits and chunks of hair and skull fragments. Ah, you're back! How did it go? Good, I hope, yes?
It wasn't as great of a time as what you had, it looks like.
I had to deal with a little pesky mouse. And now,
Big
mouse. It was quite the mouse. Quite the mouse indeed. So, how did everything go?
Swimmingly.
Where is Gabe and JB?
That's a very good question, isn't it? Your friend Gable took JB. Didn't say where they were going.
Ah, I bet you it was to get the money. That's probably where they went. Ah, look at Gabe already warming up to you, bringing you along with him. That was nice of him. Now, I wish you I had more to give you on your first night here in Chicago, but the rooms are upstairs next to Nabi's tattoo shop.
This is the second time I've heard that name.
And
Don't know who it is.
you hear a voice coming from the bottom of the stairs that lead up, and you turn and look over as you hear a female's voice. Nabi. My name's Nabi. Nabi Moon. And you look over and you can see it appears to be a very, very pale, looks like Eastern descent, bright, vibrant, almost pastel pink hair. It's put up into a ponytail. And she has tattoos from her, literally covering her arms, and has multiple piercings in her face and her body. I own the shop upstairs, tattoo shop, so if you guys don't bug me when I'm working, we'll be good. So I don't have that many clients at night, but still, I have some come in.
You guys like in business together or something? You have a tattoo shop upstairs, but what's the connection with Lars?
Lars gives me a place to stay, and I am very grateful for it.
Looks like we're all in the same business then.
Yes, Nabi here. She is from Seoul, Korea, and she came to the United States and has been moving around ever since. I'm trying not to be found. I've got shit in my past that I don't want to deal with. Just leave it at that.
We don't want to deal with it either.
That's a good point.
I love it. I love that. You guys are already my new favorite people. Thank you so much. Are you trying to say you don't like it when I try to... Lars, for the last 3 months, you've tried to get me to tell you where I was born and my parents' names, and it's a little much sometimes. That's all right. That's fine. I assume then that you all don't want to be involved in tomorrow's festivities then?
What festivities?
Oktoberfest is going to be here, and I have many bands that are going to be coming here to play. I was hoping that you could all partake in the festivities.
I mean, the bar scene's what I pretty much live for. That's
Excellent.
so-
Then I have plenty of lederhosen for the guys, and I
I'm
have...
not wearing a fucking
I'm not-
lederhosen. What?
I'm not wearing a drindle.
A what?
A drindle.
But it's festive. It's good to...
Do I look like I should be in a drindle to you?
You just Nabi's like, I'm not wearing a trindle either.
I'm also not wearing this drindle.
You wouldn't wear a drindle unless, I guess you could if you wanted to. You'd be wearing lederhosen.
It's you.
You never gone out to Oktoberfest
It's
before?
fine. I don't want to push it on you. If you change your mind, though, I have closets filled with outfits you could use. Yes. So I will show you around first. So here we have the bar. And you notice that as soon as this happens, the door opens up, and you notice that JB and Gable come walking in as well. Perfect timing! Gabe, JB, come here. Yes, Gable looks over. JB, how much money was there?
$9,000.
9 grand. Fucking awesome. Wait, here we go. Here you go. 9 grand. 9 grand. Did you steal this? No. I got it for you. So, don't worry about it. Just. Okay, well, he just throws it onto the bar counter. So, this is the bar. This is where the patrons sit. We have the dining area over here, and we have a pool table, the darts machines over there, and we have pinball. I like the pinball, a little bit of a wizard myself. And now downstairs, we don't go downstairs unless we need to go downstairs.
What's downstairs?
Downstairs is where we take care of rats.
I think there's a dead body downstairs.
Dead rats downstairs.
Sorry, dead rat downstairs.
Emilio.
You have dead bodies downstairs?
He came up with a with a hammer covered in blood. I mean, you can smell that too, right?
I mean, like, where do you keep them? Just keep them down there?
We'll talk about stats later. Now,
I'm looking around. Do I see where the downstairs entrance is?
you see where he came up from, yeah. All right. Next door, which you can get there from upstairs, there is a door that connects this building to the apartments next door. You will be staying there. All right, so you guys can go and choose whichever room you want. Be very nice. Whichever one you want.
I'll call one of the top ones.
It'd be like a sleepover with friends.
Nobody's sleeping in the same room as me. We all got
We got our
separate rooms.
Right. We get our own rooms.
Yes! Come follow me, I'll show you.
They're bunk beds, aren't they?
It's probably one room separated by curtains, I bet.
Oh, it's one big bed separated by pillows. Yeah.
Pillow photos.
Oh,
Never work.
They don't. I've tried.
You guys follow Lars up the stairs, and as you do, you come across and you can see that there is a tattoo shop that's on the upstairs as well. It's currently closed. Looks like Nobby locked it up. Although right across the hall from that, there is the door that leads into the apartments. You notice that he uses a key, unlocks it, opens it up, and the top floor only has, this top floor only has one room. You notice that he unlocks that apartment door. All right, so I haven't had a tenant in here for a week now. So it is still a little dirty. And as he you kind of look into the room now, it is a fucking, it looks like a frat apartment.
Where you were sharing this room?
Like stained carpet, curtains are all torn up, blinds kind of are a little bit tattered, but you can see on the other side of the windows though that the windows have actually been like painted black over them, so you can't even see outside. So I have sort of went and renovated this a little bit so that you can hang out and stuff. This is the living room. It's just a single room. The kitchen is also connected to the living room. Over here we have the bathroom, right here, and then a closet and a bedroom. So you can all choose how you want to go about, but I also have a futon here in the living room and a blow-up mattress.
This will work out just fine, thanks, Lars.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. If you need anything at all, I have a place that I stay at. The basement of this building. You can take the stairs all the way down. That's where I will be.
You live in the basement?
I live in the basement.
The basement we're not supposed to go into.
Oh no, basement of the bar, don't go into. Basement of this building, come down, knock on my door anytime.
Oh, what's the security situation in the bar anyway? If we just kind of want to go down there in the middle of the night.
Yes. You're free to go down into the bar. Just don't go into the basement. Gabe is a very, very good bodyguard. He'll take care of anything during the day that you need to be done during the day. Excellent. Just let him know. He'll do it for you. And if he gives you any trouble, you come and tell me, and I'll tell him no.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a little bit mouthy for a ghoul.
He's very independent. Yes.
What about the neighborhood?
Yes. Don't leave anything in your vehicles you want to not lose. It will be taken. Cars are broken into quite honestly all the time. And there are definitely drug dealers and bad people who are willing to take things from you. Do you have weapons?
Is that a joke?
No.
I have a bunch of sports equipment.
That's not a weapon, but okay.
I'm sure we can take care of ourselves if we need
I have
to.
a firearm.
So a gun. Okay, so I am also. I'm a man of the firearms. I like to go hunting. Unfortunately, my hunting companion Jonathan from the Quad Cities hasn't been around for quite a while now, and we used to have such lovely hunts. Lovely hunts.
Maybe you and me can go hunt sometime.
I would absolutely adore that. Do you like David Hasselhoff?
I have not been introduced.
I will show you. I have all of his movies. You must watch Knight Rider. It's one of my
I'm like
favorites.
behind him looking at JB like,
And also, look, I just want to let you know, I am a certified masseur. If you have any muscles that need to be rubbed on, I can definitely help you.
is he just making eye contact with
Just,
Luke the whole time?
just straight eye contact.
I would take him up on his offer, friend.
I will remember that. Thank you.
I have a special room in my basement and everything.
That's your room, boss.
The room that we're not allowed to go in.
Oh no!
in my
In this building, down in my apartment, I have a special room with candles and a special.
You have a separate room in your place?
Yes, I own the building.
Well, I mean, your place has more than one room. This place has a living room that's connected to a kitchen. And there doesn't seem to be much
And
more than
We're
that.
grateful for that.
Thank you, Renee. Now, I don't want to. Do you have any luggage or things you need to have delivered here, or is it
Just
all?
my bag that I have on my back.
Oh, so very
We
light.
can make it work.
Very
I have
light.
my things stashed away
Okay.
Where?
in a place.
Unspecified. Right.
I'd rather not.
I was joking. Nobody can really pick up on the sarcasm, can they?
It's a bit dry.
Might be
I'm
something.
a little bit older, my humor doesn't translate.
Maybe something we grow into.
Now, before I leave, I do want to bring up one other thing. So, since you are staying here and we are a business, I do sort of need you all to lend a hand and help out around when the business is open. Obviously, you don't need to do this every night. If you have other prior engagements, I understand. But
I was told to expect a bartend, so it's fine.
bartend, I believe it was it Chance? Is your style?
Yes.
I spoke to him on the landline, and it was a lovely conversation. He told me that you are a very good bartender. Gabe also bartends, so you can help him during the shifts. And is anyone here good at making pizzas? Huh?
I haven't had to eat for the last 200 years.
I haven't touched a pizza since the 80s.
So is that a no? No one.
I mean,
Right.
I've traveled.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
someone could teach people.
If it's cooked over a campfire, I can cook it.
We use brick ovens. So
I mean, just show me how to use a brick oven. I can make it work.
I will have Emmett go through with you tomorrow night, and everything will be fine. You must meet all the boys. They are lovely boys. They are all ghouls. So
How many ghouls do you have?
currently, all of my employees, so 5.
5.
Yes,
That's a lot of upkeep.
Sounds expensive.
it's not terrible. And honestly, when they get when they really get into their work, it's quite enjoyable. Now, look, you seem to be awfully big. You work out.
This is Jew.
How would you like to keep all the riffraff out of the bar? Huh? Throw them out.
I could do that.
You'd be a bouncer.
I could do that.
Okay. Lovely, lovely. And JB, how could you help around the pizzeria?
What other things do you need done in the pizzeria?
Well, we could cycle delivery drivers if you need to deliver pizzas. You could do that.
He doesn't seem like the type to drive.
I can drive.
Maybe if you had a horse carriage, I'd be able to.
No, I
Or
can
if you would
drive.
like to work the register, you could take the orders.
It seems like we need a rat smasher.
A rat smasher.
You have a rat smashing bat?
What are you good at doing?
Gaining information.
Gaining information. What are you good at doing as a mask?
I find if you live in the shadows, there's no need for a mask.
So that doesn't help me at all.
Sounds like he needs to do backroom work then.
Are you handy with tools?
Yes.
Great. You can be a maintenance. If in case we have any of the equipment's break, you can repair it.
I can do that.
A handyman. It's very good, very good. Which means that we can start with the back door of the kitchen. It is a little crooked. It's off of its door jamb, so if you could look at that tomorrow night, I would appreciate that.
You got a spare hammer and a box of tacks. I'll get that fixed for you.
Wait, what?
I
needs to be
do
fixed?
have a hammer and tacks. How are you going to fix a door frame with hammer and tacks?
I think you should just nail a door shut so it never works. Do you know what a hinge is?
I have a toolbox down in the basement. I will come and fetch it for you.
All right.
All right. All right. That is all for tonight.
Did he get a job?
I'm making the pizzas.
He is,
I don't know if they'll be good though, because I can't really eat them.
That is all right. We can have the ghouls. The boys can test them and see if they like them.
Alright, so I guess we just unpack now?
Unless any of you here are good with music.
I'm not.
Because I don't know where he is tonight, and you hear the front door open up. And as it opens up, you watch this guy walk in, skinny, frail, like 5'6". Hair is just plumed up in this retro 80s goth type, almost Cure hairstyle. Just really gaunt features. All of his skin is sort of dragging down on his face. And you can see he's wearing like a Joy Division shirt and like a leather jacket and like these tight black pants and like what do you call those like goth club shoes,
Platforms.
the platforms. What the fuck is going on here?
What the fuck did you just say?
You fucking heard me. What the fuck is going on in here?
I heard noises.
So kind of like slumbers over. Lars, these are fucking new goddamn Curry members supposed to show up.
It's me.
I didn't know we'd be working with Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, real fucking funny.
It is. Oh shit.
I'll show you later.
Yes, Robbie, this is the new coterie that's here. They are from out of town, so we will be hosting them. Alright.
That I understood.
Yeah, that was pretty
That one was
clear.
pretty good.
What's your names?
Renee.
Oh, yes, her names.
Renee,
Don't worry, I'll translate.
Emilio.
Emilio,
Luke.
Luke,
JB.
JB. Alright, I'm Robbie. I'll DJ here. I don't like to fuck around.
You
And if you
teach.
fuck around, you'll find out.
What do you teach?
I
I'll
heard that.
DJ. I'll DJ the box.
DJ.
Music.
Music.
You're piano man.
I have a podcast. You like alternative music?
You have a podcast?
Like
I
hitting
do.
a tree.
What did you say, JB?
Like hitting a tree, you know, making music with other things other than instruments. I assumed I may be under the wrong idea, but the alternative music I'm not familiar with.
It's not experimental, mate. It's goth music.
You keep saying these words that are almost words, but they're not quite words. Like you start saying something, then you stop. Gothic. What are you trying to say?
I said goth music. You know of it. Sisters of Mercy, Joy Division, Depeche Mode.
He's just making noises at this point. I don't.
You've never heard of Sisters of Mercy or Joy Division?
Was he?
I guess you have been.
Was it Depeche Mode?
It's about the Bauhaus.
Don't ever call it that again.
I kind of like
Is that like
Depeche Mode.
the rock?
What the fuck did you just say?
Rock music?
The Depeche Mode?
I'm gonna fucking stab you in the throat.
Pesci, that's
Is rude.
We're gonna get along just fine, Robbie.
You can call me Robbie. Alright, well, you can all fucking bugger off. I got shit to do.
I don't think he has anything to do.
I don't know, I like him though.
I didn't care for him.
Yes, that is Robbie.
I didn't understand anything you
He's
said.
quite a grumpy old man, and he looks old too. Like he looks like he's probably in his like 60s, 70s.
So, what type of read did you get on him?
Mm-hmm.
What type of read did you get on him?
Your ambition compass.
He seemed to be engrossed in his hobby.
Of hitting trees.
With
other trees?
I don't understand that interaction. He plays piano. That's what I gathered.
It is almost 10 o'clock. Did Gabe tell you all?
Tell us what.
Exactly about
There
what?
was a mention of a church.
Yes, it's...
Oh, yeah.
Is it
the
time?
church.
Already.
Is there... I do have a question. Is there any kindred that would help us gain information about this fine city? Any connections?
I will give you the rundown on all the kindred you need to know about. I've been here for a while, and I have kept my ears to the wall for a very long time. And I can say safely and surely that now without people like Mr. Grayson and his coterie, we have no worry. So,
Are they trouble for the city or?
trouble for us.
Oh,
Thankfully, they are at Disneyland, and we do not have to worry about it.
I've heard of that.
heard that.
You've heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of.
Have you been?
Have not.
Maybe one day we will go to Disneyland, but not today.
That's a mighty big promise you're making him.
It is a big promise. I have been wanting to go ever since I heard about the new Star Wars exhibit.
It's just a bunch of screaming kids. Why would you want to go there?
Ah, they're only screaming as long as they're alive.
Oh.
Did you?
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't go to Disneyland.
Yeah, don't. You probably shouldn't say that kind of stuff
You
ever.
should probably stay here with all your rats.
Yeah, killed the rats.
Wait, are the children the rats?
They are indeed.
They can be.
So, you will also have to meet, like I said, all of the boys tomorrow night. They will be coming in. We will have the pub and the pizzeria open. It will be great. And I'm sure Emmett will tell you all about his band, Kids Are Just Nightmares, that we forgot about. And then
that's the band name?
that's his band name. It's a scene kid band.
Scene. Ugh.
Yes, he is a ghoul of mine. I ghouled him back in, what was it, 2007?
Oh,
2006?
bad year.
And ever since then, he's just been stuck in that mindset. And he keeps trying for me to have these shows where these kids show up and try to pick up pennies. I just don't get it. It's weird. Now, I think it's time to head to church. The four of you.
We're just meeting there, right? This isn't like an actual service.
It is a church, yes.
But it's not a church service?
I don't believe so. It
'Cause
should.
I didn't sign up for that.
I mean, he is technically, or was a cardinal.
Going to a Catholic church?
A cardinal. He's
Yes.
a bit high up then.
Well, yes, I'm sure you have probably heard of the Borgia family. They were rather notorious in the Vatican. Rodrigo Borgia poisoned hundreds of cardinals in order to get his title as pope. This is not Rodrigo Borgia, but a relative, distant relative.
Right.
Right. Now, you head there, and I will speak with you all tomorrow night. I'm going to get a early night in.
Will Gabe be giving us a ride over there?
Gabe, I believe, is waiting for you. If you have an... You know what? I can put it on wait. I can drive you over there myself. Unless you all have means of transportation.
I do.
Perfect. Then you can just take your friends.
Sure. Everyone can get in my Honda.
Yes.
He's a reliable car.
Then I will stay here. I am going to be watching the new Baywatch movie. See you.
Oh, it's the one with Zac Efron?
It is, yes. Not as good as the original series, but The Rock.
Can we go,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Can we go?
This
Luke,
is,
take us to your car.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
All right. Let's go. You coming, JB?
Yeah, I'm right behind.
All right. As you guys make your way down into Luke's vehicle, you guys head to the destination. And as they do, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. But before we finish, I think there's one more thing that we need to show you before we leave. So, thank you for joining us for the first episode of Chicago by Night, Hellfire. We look forward to having you back. And I'm very curious to see what this coterie or pack has something to say about.
Your dominion welcomes you, cadets of the Talmahira. On this night take pride, for the hand without sun lays its grip upon you.